What is going on, guys? It's Taylor of Pre-War Pickers, and I am back with a major unboxing. This just came in about 5 minutes ago. It is a card that has been #1 on my chase list for a while when it comes to this particular player. I'm sure you could guess who it is. This was actually #1 on my chase card list for the National this year. So now that it's taken care of, I don't really know what's going to get moved up to #1. But this is a card I've been searching for a long time, and somebody reached out to me on Facebook and with the photos of it, and it was just picture perfect, the perfect copy, perfect price, so I just couldn't turn it down. But I'm gonna get the camera turned around and we are gonna dive into this awesome unboxing. All right, guys, and in this small box lies the card that has been #1 on my chase list for a long time. I did cut through a big portion of the unboxing because it was packaged very securely. It was like a box within a box and then this box. So I'm gonna pop this open real quick and show you guys what I got. As you can tell by the back right there, it is none other than a 1915 Cracker Jack of my man, Three Finger Brown, in a PSA 1. But as you can quickly tell, the front is what stood out to me about this card. It presents like a 3 or a 4. There is no major flaws whatsoever with the front of this thing. No creases, no paper loss, nothing that would take away from the presentation of this card. The only thing, the slightest thing I can see is that little brown Cracker Jack stain at the bottom there. That's just character when it comes to these cards, and with it being a 1915, that may lead me to believe that this one actually did come out of a box, because with the 15s, you could get them in different ways other than out of the packs of Cracker Jacks. You could like submit things to the company and they would give you cards in return, whereas like the 14s just strictly came out of the Cracker Jack boxes. But yeah, PSA 1 allowed me to get this card for a tremendous deal versus if I went for like a true 3 or a 4, which is usually around the grade range that I collect, kind of that 3. But when I saw this one and for the price that I got it, it was a no-brainer. And with the trend that these Cracker Jacks are on, I knew I needed to pull the trigger quick. As you can see on the back here, that's the reason for the 1. Some scuffing, some paper loss, some staining. But with me, I'm not a back guy whatsoever. The only cards in my collection that I find myself looking at the backs at are my T211 Red Suns. But apart from that, I'm only looking at the front, and the front of this card is going to please me every time I look at it. But yeah, with me being a bit as big of a Mordecai collector as I am, a Cracker Jack was definitely a necessity in the PC. So yeah, with the trend that their pricing is going, I knew I needed to pull the trigger quick before they get too crazy. And luckily, with this being low grade, it did not break the bank whatsoever. But this just goes to show you guys the kind of deals you can get with low grade cards and still have cards that present just amazingly. I mean, every time I look at this card in my display case, I'm just going to assume that it's like a 3 or a 4. So that is just going to be, that's just going to make me happy every time I look at it. But yeah, guys, that is the unboxing. I did want to try out, I did have a spare red graded guard that I was tempted to throw on once it came in, just to see how it looked, and that definitely looks amazing. Makes it pop even more. So there we are, guys. Another one added to the Mordecai Brown PC that is steadily growing. But yeah, that's the video for today. A quick unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And now I got to get back to the drawing board and figure out what the new #1 on my chase list is going to be. So hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.